86 Championship returns to Hampton Downs for round 3, running on the full international circuit as part of the New Zealand Grand Prix meeting. This is a chance for drivers young and old to shine at New Zealand's premier motor race meeting. Gilchrist has set the pace in 2023 and comes here with a 13-point lead over Dion Pitt. Clay Osborne just 3 points behind. And don't discount Justin Allen in 4th, while Ryland Gray is the lead rookie in 5th. Now, another rookie making the step up to 86 this season is dirt track racer Eden Hodson.
My name's Eden Hodson, I'm from Tauranga, I drive number 28. Before I joined the 86 Championship, I actually have a dirt background, so I started in mini stocks when I was about 12. Moved on to 6-shooters, which is kind of a sprint car, but kind of a smaller engine and no wings. And then I've moved into a sprint car, and this year and carrying on that as well. Dream used to be going to sprint cars in the Wheel of Outlaws series, but kind of got my mind into this, and maybe supercars or maybe Indy cars, something like that would be amazing. But definitely supercars is definitely a goal that I'm trying to do. Yeah. Well, I went to the supercars round, the last round at Pukekohe, and I was saw these 86 cars, and I was like, oh, they're like a good stepping stone into supercars and stuff like that. So I did a bit of research, and there was a test day coming up with TOYOTA GAZOO Racing, and I thought, oh, have a crack at that, see how it goes, and things started kind of rolling from there. Yeah, well, the sprint car is a lot of power, no weight. They got the same power to weight ratio as an F1 car, so it's super different to drive. Sprint cars, so front wheels up and all that, but the 86 is a lot of grip and no power, so but it's still like a really cool car to drive. I've never done tarmac racing ever. I never entered karting, so got like a whole new sim setup, which has really helped me improve. Oh, it's got to be SVG, He's driven a sprint car before. One of our mates' sprint cars, Roger Davis, he's driven his sprint car as well. So, just watching him drive has been so dominant, and just that would definitely be the goal, just to dominate a series like that. Oh, Rookie of the Year, that's the main goal. It's gonna be tough. I've seen a lot of times from the boys like Ryland Gray, he's been quick, and he'll be a rookie as well, so he'll be a hard contender for the Rookie of the Year battle. Taylor Bryan as well, he's super fast. I've been just trying to watch his videos and try to get all my lines and break points and that kind of stuff. So it would definitely be tough this year for sure.
Welcome to Hampton Downs Motorsport Park. Track distance 3.8 kilometres and the lap record set by Michael Lyons with a 1 minute 27.63 with a total of 10 turns.
Doesn't get any better than this. Gilchrist leading the championship by 13 points at the moment. Dion Pitt chasing him down, and Clay Osborne very much a part of this one. But watch this from Justin Allen. Second on the grid, got his tail up, loves Hampton Downs. Clay Osborne is 3rd. John Penny, the master, is in 4th position. Tom Bewley spoke to him after qualifying, really happy with his qualifying. And Hunter Robb could be an outside bet for a podium. Taylor Bryan and Finn Osborne, 7th and 8th. Ryland Gray, the Australian, showed well last time out. Work to do for Dion Pitt, the man 2nd in the championship. William Exton in 11th, and Harry Townsend in 12th. Well, Andrew, what are your thoughts going into this one? Big one for Justin Allen in the 99 Napa car. He slots into, 2nd, maybe 3rd place as they head down towards the first corner. But an important race, this, the championship now hotting up.
Yeah, it sure is. You can see a great start there by Gilchrist, straight into it. Managed to get a little bit wide too to be able to get the run out onto the main straight. As you can see, Clay Osborne side by side with Justin Allen as they head down the straight. Gilchrist
did a 1:53.5 in qualifying ahead of Allen and Osborne. John Penny 4th, Bewley with a good start, but look at that racy stuff from Justin Allen in the 99 in 3rd at the moment. These two don't get a chance to get to the international circuit very often, so the 86ers loving this. But it's going to be interesting. I asked Brock Gilchrist in the press conference if you could pull away, and he said not easily, but it's possible. Yeah,
and the reason it's not easy to pull away is because of the draft in these cars. You do manage, wow, look at that already. He's managed to pull a gap straight off the bat, so that shows his level of confidence in the moment. He knows he's fast, and look at the way the car's bouncing up over double B there, but he knows he's got the pace. So when you know you got the pace, that confidence allows you to be even quicker on old tyres. So you can see the way he's driving the car. He's doing an outstanding job there.
Bewley in the 4, putting it down and putting in some laps as they all head down to the dipper. And as you say, Gilchrist with a slight lead, but not enough to give him comfort at the moment.
Yes.
Ryland Gray ran the outside of the dipper, slight dip onto the grass and dirt for a moment, but he's A-OK.
So we look at them coming into the last corner for the first lap. Everyone's started to fall in their positions. As we can see there, Ryland Gray up the inside of Dion Pitt. Is Dion Pitt going to be able to hang out on this outside? Very, very hard around there, as William Exton behind him as well. He's now going to have the run to the inside.
Close racing as always, all west in the all yellow just behind this group. Side-by-side action. Across the line they come. Also, our first father and son battle between the Mallards, Mark and Tom.
1-0 to father at the moment.
Yep.
Mark managed to get Thomas and qualifiers.
Ryland Gray.
Yeah, not ideal too, because now you got that big long straight down here where you've got to try and get back up to speed. But we can see that John Penny, he's looking super racy this weekend.
Well, Justin Allen also went wide at that first corner, which will have dropped him a 10th, and that's why I think Penny was looking for a way past as Gilchrist building on that lead.
A good battle there between Hunter Robb, the newcomer, and Tom Bewley as well. Tom just a bit stuck on the outside there, hard to make it live around there.
Yeah, Hunter Robb, got a quick listen to him in the press conference. Interesting kid, doing BMWs and doing this, and really, obviously showing that he's got a whole plan ready for him.
Yeah, and clearly he's quick. He's here this weekend, and he's straight in, running in the front of the field, so he's certainly got a big, bright future ahead of him as well.
There's the Napa know-how, Mr. number 99, Justin Allen. Third place, started on the front row, but now putting the pressure on the 15 of Osborne. And as these two fight, it's just playing into Gilchrist's hands as he dives towards the dipper.
Still 7 laps to go in this race. Plenty of laps to unfold here. Obviously the bigger, longer international track here as well. It's quite not often that these guys get to drive.
Oh! Round goes the 42, William Exton. That's at the exit of the dipper. Luckily, nobody else involved. I don't know what caused that. Whether he did come together with somebody. He's got damage to the rear. Let's have a look, Andrew, see what you see.
Yeah, let's just have a look, because it's a place where you can make it quite a oh, I can see what's happened here. So Dion's come in super late, but unfortunately, because he's coming so late, yeah, it's a very awkward one down into that Dale ITM dipper there. The way you can brake super late, but because you sort of want to be wide and then cut back to the inside, it sort of checks you up when you're trying to make a move as well. So that's obviously what's happened there. So unfortunately for William, that's completely no fault of his own. So bad luck to him.
On board now with Tom Bewley. He's got Hunter Robb ahead of him in the all-white car. Very tight into there, and he's out of shape big time. Bewley's got an opportunity here as again, very out of shape. Robb hanging on to it, and surely an opportunity for Bewley up the inside, and he takes it. Nicely done, Tom Bewley, to take another position. No question, Tom Bewley's racecraft is growing with every race meeting, and he's looking cool, calm, and collected now at the wheel of this 86. Brock Gilchrist came in with Nexon tyre at the last minute, really, as he's on his last lap. CareBet sponsored as well, and NCC. But really, just a great story. He wasn't necessarily thinking that he was going to be here, but he's at the sharp end. He's leading the championship. He's going to extend that championship with 2 corners to go. Just a really good kid, and well deserving of another victory here.
Yeah, just loving his race. You know, just checking in the background as well. The shot in the background, that battle raging on behind. As you can see, Clay Osborne having to defend it, but No problems up front here for Brock Gilchrist. Way out in front, about to take the checkered flag.
Yeah, and if Brock Gilchrist has put on a great display, so too Clay Osborne. He's been under immense pressure in second place throughout this race, and he's managed to hold on. But it's going to be Brock Gilchrist in the number 10. The purple and black wins at Hampton Downs, and the lights go on in celebration. There's the checkered flag. He is a country mile ahead, and across the line comes Osborne, holding off. A really, really good effort by Penny, by Justin Allen, and just great racing for that second and third place. So he'll extend that lead, but not by a lot, and that's a good race from Osborne as well. So confirmation of the result then, the IMAC Racing Engineering car. Brock Gilchrist wins from Clay Osborne in second, Justin Allen is third, Penny, Bewley, Rob, Osborne, Finn that is, in seventh, Ryland Gray in eighth position, Dion Pitt ninth. So that's a good result for Dion, because he had to come from 12th, and that helps him for race 2. Tyler Bryant in 10.03.
Thanks, JG. Well, we used to seeing him last week in the Manfield MX-5. Now you're back here on the podium in the Napa Auto Pass 86. Talk to me about the start.
Do I really have to? No, look, I got a relatively good launch and then just missed second, first to second, which allowed Clay to sort of go through, and then I sort of had to fight with him the rest of the race. We felt we had a good car, which was really cool. Just didn't really have anywhere to pass him. He defeated him very good. So, hey, bring on tomorrow.
And that's the hard thing too with these, right? If you can't get any clearer to try and chase down the leader, you're a bit stuffed.
Yeah, a little bit. So, look, conserve P3. Look, P3's still not the end of the world, believe me. Good points, so bring on tomorrow.
Clay Osborne, well, you're making this a regular appearance on the podium, mate. Congratulations. How much pressure did Justin put on you?
Yeah, it was definitely one of the most challenging races I've had in this series so far. So I was just trying to keep my cool and keep getting into my rhythm, but he came at me a little bit harder than usual at the end. So I was just trying to stay defensive and keep my nose clean.
And now this is becoming a familiar sight as well. Come on in, Brock Gilchrist, championship leader in the Toyota 86s at a little bit of a runaway. That was a great start off the line.
Yeah, well, obviously I saw Justin and Clay get into a little battle at the start, and so sort of stuck my head down and let them do their thing, and I managed to pull a gap and somehow kept pulling a gap throughout the whole race, which is awesome.
Talk to us about, I think it was back in 21, the 86 first used the international track. Do you like the extra bit?
At the moment, yeah, I'm loving it, to be honest. It's working well for us.
Coming up, we meet a young driver following his father's passion for the sport, and its highlights from race 2.
So my dad's pretty into racing. He's done many years, and he's big in the car industry. He's obviously with Winger Motors, and I've always loved cars. I've always had a passion for cars, and I didn't actually get into karting. However, I've had many days around the track, and looking forward to my first time in a proper race championship and in an actual proper race car, which would be very, very cool. So the Winger Motorsport team is obviously it's got a bit of history, a lot of experience in the team, like with Barge. He's really, really experienced, and then they're all racing same weekends as us, which is really helpful. And then obviously got my dad right there by my side, and yeah, great mechanics. Yeah, just a really, really good team. They're all working at Winger and SRS throughout the week, and then the racing is just part of it, which makes life easier, and everyone knows what to do and stuff like that. So it's really cool, yeah. The 86, I think it's a really great car. It's a lot of fun. Obviously it's not as powerful as some other race cars around there, but that makes it even more fun, and especially when all the cars on the grid are virtually the same. Same tyres, everything's a level playing field, which makes it very exciting and makes overtaking even better and stuff like that. So yeah, it'll be good fun. So Harry, my teammate, he's a great guy. He's obviously been doing karting for quite some time now. So he's a lot more experienced, but every time we get in the track, he's helps me a lot, and it really, really helps getting just with the competing side. and like what lines to take and where to brake, stuff like that. It really makes me improve a lot faster. So yeah, he's a great guy, and I think he'll do really well in the rookie competition. Yeah. So my coach is Chris Vanderdrift. He's obviously a great guy, and very, very experienced with karting and just overall racing around the world and whatnot. So his helping with the data has been just something else. You know, it's really incredible to get coaching from that kind of experienced person. And he's really helped me grow. Like every time I get in the track, I improve, because when I talk to him, it really just helps. I'd love to be doing this again next season, but obviously we'll see how we go and see how it turns out. But I've always kind of had a thing for rally driving. It's always kind of been in the back of my mind. But like yeah, I'm just starting, see what happens going forward. Yeah, I'll be grateful for whatever happens.
Welcome to the 86 Championship from Hampton Downs. Jonathan Green and Andrew Waite bringing you the action as we take a look at the grid for race 2. Christina Orr-West will start on the front row with Taylor Bryant, which is going to be interesting. Ryland Gray, the young Australian, making a name for himself, certainly here in New Zealand. Finn Osborne alongside him. Further down, then you see the fast boys. John Penny in 7th place. Justin Allen had a good run yesterday, but Clay Osborne and Brock Gilchrist, watch them come through the field. Brock is a master at doing that from 10th position. Mark Mallard up against his son, and I talked to Thomas just before and he said, I'm after my dad. William Morton in 14th position between them, trying to keep them apart. Saxon Sheehan looking good in 15th position for the ITM boys, and William Exton, after that problem yesterday, he went off in the 42. He starts at the back. Can Brock Gilchrist come through from the midfield? We'll soon find out. Where will Clay Osborne pop out? Great opportunity for Orr-West on the left-hand side of your screen. And got the lights, away we go. Not a great start from Orr-West. In fact, a better start by the 75, and it is the number 75 who takes the lead.
Taylor Bryant, what a great start by him. And slotting into first place there with Christina right behind him.
Yeah, Orr-West did not get off the line as well as she'd wanted.
No, that would have been a bit of an effect as well from the dirty line on the inside. So you can see Finn Osborne, he's been quick this weekend as well, as he's right up next to the inside of the track. Ryland Gray up the inside of him.
Yeah, Gray got a good inside line for the second turn and does turn it in nicely on the inside in 3rd position, if he can hold that position, and he does, and slots in behind Orr-West.
Yeah, so we just have a look bit further down the field there. Let's have a look at the top runners. So we can see there Clay Osborne. He's made a great start.
So is Brock Gilchrist. He's alongside Justin Allen.
Yeah, I missed Gilchrist there. He's even better start. He's on the outside of Justin Allen. Great start there by Brock Gilchrist.
Up to double B for the first time. Bryant leading from Orr-West. Ryland Gray right there in 3rd place. Look at, great. Gilchrist and Justin Allen. Allen won't like that one. Gilchrist already by him.
Yeah, big start by him, and this is exactly what Brock wants, to just keep extending that championship lead, as we can see there, Finn covering his line there.
So, good clean start as they head towards the dipper for the first time. Long way to go in this one yet, and already the field's starting to spread out. Taylor Bryant doing a good job! Gilchrist! Big dipper! Nicely done, though. He made it stick.
Yeah, made it work. Just being super confident on that move, committing to it and getting it done.
Very good stuff indeed. So then, starting to spread out. Taylor Bryant, Christina Orr-West, Finn Osborne in 3rd, Ryland Gray in 4th. Hunter Robb got a good start too, the youngster. Tom Bewley in 6th place, already a winner. Up the hill they come. Taylor Bryant did a good first lap there to just gap himself just slightly.
Yeah, Taylor's done well there to just get in front. He's really showing, this season he's really stepped it up a notch, and he's certainly got some pace. And look at them all on the inside, defending the line. Justin Allen right on the inside there, still holding them off.
Taylor Bryant still with half a second in the lead ahead of Ryland Gray, who's now up to 2nd, Brock Gilchrist 3rd. Great race here though in this battle. The 99 of Allen in 4th. Hunter Robb right there hunting him down.
So look at that. Brock Gilchrist up the inside into 2nd position.
And neat and tidy, wasn't it? Lovely done. And look at this battle. 5-6 cars all together. Oh, really good stuff. But that was an excellent overtake. That is the beauty of watching Brock Gilchrist these days. You know, Marco Giltrap has gone on and is showing what he can now do in that Porsche. But look at the way Gilchrist, with his 5th season under his belt, is driving. The racecraft, excellent.
Yeah, driving really well. And this is the series to learn your racecraft. And the better you are, the more you do it, the better that racecraft gets, the smarter you get at making the right moves, being in the right position. And, this is why Brock is out front.
Yeah, and so many of these guys, it's amazing actually. You think of an 86 as being a next step to Porsche, but here in New Zealand, it's been this next step for so many, including Caleb Nato.
Yeah, it's a great step to move in any direction because it's just such a competitive championship as we see Justin Allen trying to make the move up the inside. Is he going to make it stick?
Yes.
Yeah, just.
Hunter Robb takes to the grass, and that gives Justin Allen 4th place. There's a real battle now ensuing for the top 3. Ryland Gray dropping to 3rd. Gilchrist now all over the leader, Brian. The sweeper they come. Justin Allen, can he now gap Hunter Robb? Now he's got some fresh air.
We know how quick Justin can be as well. He's been very, very fast in the first round, first couple of rounds, shall I say. So let's see if he can continue it on.
Gilchrist with the lights on. And I think that's the fastest lap by him as well. And confirmation there, 153.5 by Brock Gilchrist. Now, we're going to see the mettle of Taylor Bryant now, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. He's fast on his day when he gets the right.
Oh, she'll be right.
Christina on the outside there. Very, very easy to do out of there because you just want to get on the throttle as early as you can. And if you can't, you can see there Brock as well, flashing his headlights, trying to distract Taylor up in front of him.
I made a joke with Justin Allen about the headlights yesterday, but he's got them blaring. He says, I'll have them on. He says, it makes me go faster.
Yeah, what was his exact words? I don't care if they slow me down, they look good.
They look good. And he's right, they do.
Quite cool with the
How
yellow.
about this? Look at this. Now the battle is on. Gilchrist comes alongside, out of Swampy. Now down to double B, but is it going to be triple B? Or is it going to be Gilchrist? Oh, side-by-side action. Round the outside goes the number 10.
Can he live out there? Because if he can, then he's got the inside line for the right-hander up here. Yes, he can.
Great coverage too. Look at this from the drone. And that's Gilchrist into the lead. Ryland Gray's going to follow him through.
Whoa, that's a huge effort. From starting 10th on the road to now being in the lead with still 7 laps to go.
That is impressive.
That is super impressive.
Now, Ryland Gray is going to get hung out to dry here if he's not careful. He needs to slot back in and avoid the dirt, and he does just that. Oh, Hodson. Like he says, he doesn't mind racing at close quarters, having done the dirt, and he's just proved it.
Yeah, completely different discipline coming into circuit racing. You sort of think, it's a car that still goes around a track. It's easy enough to drive, but I've been lucky enough to drive a sprint car as well. And I tell you what, there is nothing you can take from circuit racing over to dirt. So for him coming into this, it's like starting again. It's all well and good saying, yep, sprint cars, I should be fast here, but there's not a lot he can take from that over into this. So how well he's doing is impressive.
So Gilchrist now building on that lead. He's got 0.8 over Bryant, who's hanging on to try and hold off Gray, who's still right there with him. The top 3 pulling away from Robb in 4th place, then Allen 5th, Penny still 6th. And here's that second big battle of 5 cars, led by All West.
Look at John Penny on the grass. Can he stay up the inside? Yes, he can.
Good racing. This is really good stuff.
Look at this 3 wide down into turn 2.
Bewley on the inside. What's happened to Dion Pitt down in 12th? He's not having a good weekend.
I haven't had a chance to catch up with him, but we know how fast he can be.
Oh, no! Avoids the Corolla banner, goes onto the grass. It's a bit sticky out there. He'll keep his foot in, and he'll get back on. Good work.
Yeah, it's another one who's not having the weekend quite like he was hoping as well. Tom Bewley down in 13th position. We know, again, he's someone who's super fast, but clearly struggling this weekend.
Here's another look at it. He just got a touch here going in. Look, he got sandwiched.
Yeah, just got that little sandwich at that start, and then unfortunately, got sent out into the gravel.
Not to worry though, he did the sensible thing, kept his foot in and kept it going, more importantly. Look at this, here we go, for 2nd place. Gray making his move in the Castle car. He's got the line on the inside, and sure enough, he's got the edge as well, and into 2nd he goes.
Yeah, nice move there. Obviously set that up a little bit earlier on the exit of the last corner there. And now Brian, does he have enough of a run to get back up the inside into turn 2?
Andrew, impressed with Hunter Robb this weekend. Very good start.
Really, really solid start. The way he's been able to come in and just mix it with the front guys. He's not making any mistakes. He's just doing a real solid job and showing that if he's going to carry on the series, he's going to be one to think about. And then what's happening here as well is that battle pack behind is now starting to close up with Ryland and Taylor fighting away there.
This is good racing by Ryland Taylor, Ryland Gray, because he's holding on to second place, having got there. Now he really wants to covet it and hold on to it, but Brian is not giving in. Good to see. Through double B.
The one as well, Hunter Robb, he's actually caught this battle pack up, where we saw him battling earlier with Justin Allen, but now look at Taylor. Taylor's having to defend with Hunter behind.
Yeah, and in fact, actually, that's allowing Gray to pull away a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really worked into Gray's hands, so he's able to focus on moving forward, but then Taylor now is driving in his mirrors, trying to defend his position.
So Rob holding off Justin Allen, Penny behind him, down towards the sweeper then. Gilchrist with 1 to go after this, and he's done a superb job, taking the gap to 2.4 seconds now towards the end of this lap. Ryland Gray, though, line astern with a host of hard-charging 86s behind him. This is actually the best performance I've seen from the young Aussie, because he's been under pressure, he's taken moves, he's made moves, and he's been calculated, and he's not making mistakes.
Yeah, no mistakes, and I think that's the biggest thing. We saw it in Vicargill. He was very, very fast at times there, but he was able to he's now today been able to combine it all together, as though that gap is actually just closed up now.
Yep, it is closing up. But one hand on the trophy for Gilchrist at the moment. You've got to think about the fact that, I mean, I know it was a close 13 points when they started the weekend, but he's never looked in doubt, has he?
He hasn't. Look at him out there controlling the race, able to look after these tyres a bit as well, as these tyres, they carry them on into the next races. We see a car off in the background too. Taylor
Bryant looking for a way, and if Hunter Robb gets his way, he'll have a poke as well. Justin Allen and John Penny, they've seen it all before. They know that these three will take paint off each other, and if they do, they'll be ready.
See there as they open it out, trying to get a nice tight line through the swampy curves here, back on the gas. There's an interesting spot through here. You're trying to carry that speed through, but then you want to get back over to the right before you come up into double B.
What a great race Gilchrist has put on. 10th placed and now leads by 3 seconds. That is unheard of in 86.
And just the fact that he got up to first position so fast as well. It was only 3 laps in and he was already into first place.
Yep, winner of the first race as well, of course, so it's going to be back-to-back wins for him as he continues to dominate. But Ryland Gray doing a really good job as they come into Dipper for the last time. Is he going to hold on? I think he is. He's done everything right, and they've only got 1 corner to go, and they're going to have to drag him to the line. And it's all about whether Taylor Bryant can do something really special coming in and out of this complex. Hunter Robb more likely, though. Good drive from Hunter. Yeah. And here comes your leader and your winner. Brock Gilchrist is going to win again at Hampton for the second time of asking. And Ryland Gray doing a really good job of holding off under big pressure to take second place. And Taylor Bryant, who started on the front row, will take the podium. Good job by Hunter Robb. And congratulations all round then. Let's take a look at the results then for race 2. A brilliant win for Brock Gilchrist, for IMAC Racing Engineering. Ryland Gray in Action Motorsports car, and Taylor Bryant behind, and then Hunter Robb in 4th place. Justin Allen 5th, John Penny 6th, Clay Osborne 7th, Finn Osborne in 8th position, his brother, Dion Pitt 9th, and Christina All-West. Rounding out the top 10, having started from the pole.
P3 Taylor Bryant, first podium in 86s. I mean, it's been a long time coming. You're looking a little emotional, buddy. You all right?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I'm just real happy. I mean, 3 years. 3 years and first podium, so yeah, real happy.
Mate, you deserve it, really. You had pressure from Hunter Robb, but hanging on there. Look, I don't know about you, but have you ever watched motorsport with your mum? Because it's like having a commentary. I know she's super proud of you, but what does it mean to finally just break that duck?
Oh, yes. I mean, it's just good. Thanks to the team. They gave me a good car. I fell off a bit towards the end, and to be honest, I thought there was another lap, and I thought I was going to be done. But, yeah, no, it was a good race, good fun.
Well deserved, mate. Go give Mum a hug. Go on, go give Mum a hug. Where's Ryland Gray? Hey, Ryland, that was a hell of a race, mate.
Yeah, it was not too bad. We didn't get the greatest of starts, but we sort of had to make our way to the front, which was good, and had really good battles.
How are you finding this competition?
Yeah, it's pretty competitive, I'd say. Like, we didn't have the strongest car throughout the weekend, but I think we're slowly progressing in the setup and getting better.
It was a good race to watch. Well done, P2.
Thanks.
All right, and where's Mr. Try and beat him? championship leader. Mate, you got out really pumped after this race. Why? I mean, you've been winning a lot, but this one looked a little different.
Yeah, well, obviously I got the start of the century and got past, I think like 6 cars on lap 1. I was honestly mind-blown, but to be standing there on the top step, I'm stoked.
Hi, I'm Finn Osborne, I'm from the Waikato, and I'm driving the number 1486 this season. Since the end of the rookie season, I started work, left school last year, didn't go to uni, so I've been working for my dad. The odd practice here and there, supercar round, Yep, so ready for this season, definitely.
Fine conditions for the 20-minute qualifying session, although some drivers finding the grip challenging in the warm-up.
The best thing I learned from my rookie season was definitely the way you got to drive the car, but also how important qualifying is, because if you don't get that time in and up in the grid, then it really costs you your whole weekend, because you've got to fight the whole weekend to get back, or try get back up there. Yeah, qualifying this year should be definitely way better, because I know the car, I know what lap's the best lap to put a fast time in, and yeah, it should be much better having the experience from last season. He probably wants to beat the older brother more, but yeah, it's definitely good having, say, your sibling brother racing, because you sort of push each other, and if he's qualified better, then you want to try catch him on the track and try beat him. But yeah, definitely, yeah, it's good having a brother on the track and teammate. Dad loves it, and sister likes the support and stuff, and yeah, her boyfriend as well sponsors a little bit as well, so yeah, it's quite family orientated for us. So we're running on our own, so Osborne Motorsport, but we've got Matt Hewson helping, and also Simon Evans helping us this year, so it should be good, yeah, because Simon's really good at explaining stuff, and Matt knows what he's talking about, so yeah, it'll be really good. My aim of the season is definitely to be top 6 the whole season. There might be the odd time that I won't be able to achieve that, but definitely top 6, and then hopefully get a top 6 finish for the season. Realistically, top 3 is what we want, but yeah, we'll see what goes, but top 6 definitely for the whole season. What I've learned about what I've heard from Teretonga is definitely it's quite a narrow track. Not the best track I've heard, but it's going to be quite cool, something different. If it's like Ruapuna, it should be good. And I've heard it's like a go-kart track sort of thing. So yeah, looking forward to trying a new track out, taking that off. I feel like when you've got a crowd watching you, especially a big one, you seem to want to try to do much better, especially in front of a big crowd. Definitely Justin Allen, Dion Pitt, all the ones from last season that I know that are racing this season will be my toughest competition, and my brother obviously. I struggled in the wet last season in the 86. I just found it difficult to drive, and driving a car in the rain, especially on the tyre that it was on, I found it very challenging. But we've done a little bit of wet practice, so yeah, it should be good, but let's hope there's not too much rain. Coming close to contact and stuff in a car is way different to karting, because you're a lot bigger, and that also from the rookie season, the thing that I took away from it is being actually able to judge the distance and how judging the gap to pass. So it's much better now knowing more about the car and the racecraft. After this, I'd like to focus on maybe doing a bit of endurance series, a bit of endurance racing. Because 86 is quite intense, but it's real good. It is like karting in a way, because everyone's the same, and I like that. But then it'll be good to do endurance in a higher speed car.
Coming up, race 3 of the Toyota 86 Championship. Can Brock Gilchrist keep his grip on the championship title chase? Perfect conditions, a slight breeze here as we get ready for race 3. Here come the lights, and they go, and away we go, and a good start once again from the Nexon tyre. Brock Gilchrist slotting into second place is Justin Allen, or is he? Good start from Osborne as well. Allen will have to go around the outside, but goes the long way and makes it into second place. Good start, good clean start, everybody through the first corner, but it is Brock Gilchrist from Allen. Ryland Gray in fourth position.
Can Justin Allen take it to Brock Gilchrist here? He knows he needs to push on as much as he can here, with Clay Osborne also sitting in behind. And Rylan Gray as well, sitting in 4th place there. He's had a great weekend.
He has had a good weekend. I'm looking for him to try to see if he can get another podium out of this weekend, because he certainly deserves it. Everybody close. Oh no! First spinner! And that is unfortunately Eden Hodson with Mallard. And 3 cars actually involved in that incident, and maybe the other one was Mark Mallard. Now let's go on board with Tom Mallard. He's got Townsend in the blue, next to him there in the 73, a little touch there. Now where's Hodson? He's just to the right-hand side. Yeah, a bit of a sandwich for Thomas Mallard. And eventually, yeah, he and Hodson it was, banging fairings, and that's how they turned each other round. So then, here comes the 15 of Osborne up the inside of Justin Allen. Will he make it stick? Allen saying no. Osborne trying to get alongside, and that might make the difference, because that little wheel on the dirt could give Osborne the advantage as they come down to turn 2.
Yeah, Osborne is still up the inside, heading down into turn 2 here. He's in the right position, making sure that he's going to brake as late as he can, but to still get the car stopped into here.
And he has.
And the best part about this now is it allows him to then get his head down and try have a crack at Gilchrist, but we know how fast Gilchrist is. It's going to be hard.
So out of Toyota GAZOO Racing turn 2 they come, and away they go. In comes Hodson, and that's not good for the 28, the youngster, Eden Hodson. Mum named him Eden, big fan of Senna, of course.
Radio, caution, debris.
And we've got a caution.
Debris around pit entry.
Debris around pit entry, we hear. So that'll make things interesting. Now, how about this? Hunter Robb looking very good again. It's been a good weekend for both Hunter Robb and Rylan Gray. Gilchrist still on his way in the Nexon tyres, number 10.
So a bit of a longer race this one as well, so a lot more time for things to play out. But if we have a look at the lap times as well, we can see last lap Brock Gilchrist with a 157.7.
Bitter disappointment. You know, these are the highs and lows. We saw Taylor Bryant absolutely in floods of tears on the podium, given that that was his first podium, and it shows you what it means to Eden Hodson that he's out of this race. John Penny. Whoa, that was a nice move by Pitt. What has happened to Dion Pitt? He was second in the championship, and he's gone backwards all weekend.
Yeah, had a bit of a struggle this weekend, and yeah, but it shouldn't be too bad. I think it looks like just a bit of plastic in a guard or something, so looks like it's disappeared now at least. That's the main thing. It allows us to carry on racing.
It's been swept up nicely.
Yeah, but back to Dion Pitt there. So it sounds like they've made a few changes, and they just didn't work for them, so now they've managed to change it all back. And he was happy in the last race, said the car felt very fast in that race, so he was pretty confident heading into this one he was going to have a bit more pace.
Pitt going wide in 7th place, and that's perhaps given Bryant behind him a chance to have a go. Fastest lap though, Brock Gilchrist with a 1:53.7. Good battle this one. And the field starting to spread out now here in this feature race. 12 laps to go. A long way on this grand international circuit here in Hampton for these 86 cars.
Yeah, it is, and Brock just extending that gap that little bit more that last lap. 7 tenths quicker than Clay Osborne, so just those extra 3 tenths is enough. If he just keeps doing that every lap, that gap will open out quicker and quicker. So when it's 8 tenths at the moment, the total gap, it's just going to make it hard. Clay needs to stay within that 1 second range.
Gilchrist doing what he does best, which is just eke out a second here, a tenth here, a tenth there, to make it almost a second now. 8 tenths the gap between himself and Osborne. Allen now third. So the championship is going to come down to Gilchrist and Osborne in my mind.
Yeah, it really is, and it's certainly a long, long way from the finish of this championship as well. As those reverse grid races, things can change so quickly with those reverse grid races. The risk factor just goes through the roof through those races. So all it's going to take is for Brock to have a bad race in one of those, and it could completely turn its head upside down. So long way to go, but clearly Brock looking very fast. Again, look at the gap he's got there.
Yeah, and as we saw last year with that really close battle between the three of them all the way to the final lap, anything can happen in this 86 racing, and you never say never, do you?
No, you never give up, and you just never know how it's going to go. We look at that last lap, so 4 tenths of a second that lap Brock pulled out of Clay.
Yeah, he's in the zone, isn't he? 11 to go then, and battle's going on throughout. Very wide again goes Bryant. He's got some real confidence now, Taylor Bryant. That podium has really shaped him up nicely. You can see he's got that body language of the car, just putting it where he wants. The confidence is there.
As you can see now, he's actually fighting quite hard against Pitt there. So Pitt was obviously made the move a bit earlier, but now it looks like Bryant's actually coming back at him.
Tom Bewley in a battle in the number 4. Didn't have a good race last time out. Hunter Robb battling with John Penny, the master. Or West complaining of being very sore after the last race. She was knocked about a bit physically. And let's head down to Rusty. He's with Eden Hodson.
Yeah, JG, at Action Motorsport, understandably, we wanted to give you a moment just to kind of compose yourself. Are you okay? And what is your take on what happened?
Oh, well, I feel like I went into turn 3 and I feel like I gave him plenty of room, but obviously not, and just clean me out there. But, just sick of getting run over. I got run off the road twice last race and, really wanted to bring a good result in this one, but unfortunately I couldn't get through the first lap.
What's the car like? You just spent a moment with one of the mechanics, one of the crew, having a look?
Yeah, I think we lost power steering and ABS fault, probably a few other things as a pretty hard hit. So, yeah, hopefully we can get it fixed and ready for the next round.
Hard luck. Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you.
Yeah, very disappointed Ayrton there, and you got to feel for him. It means so much to these youngsters, and when you are young, when you are a team, everything's amplified, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and you can really sense his frustration there as well. And I think once he has a look at the replay as well, you can see it's actually 3 wide into that corner, so it just makes it that bit harder. And once he sees that, it still doesn't fix the situation for him. It's still obviously a situation where he's been taken out of the race, but one of those really unfortunate ones.
Raylan Gray holding off John Penny. Good battle this one between 4th and 5th. There's also a good battle hotting up now between Exton, Bewley and Townsend. 11th, 12th and 13th. There you see it in the background. But here's your leader, Gilchrist. Second place, Osborne. Justin Allen with the lights blaring.
John
Here comes Penny.
Great
nice move.
Up the inside, made it stick. Nice assertive move there. Now he'll get his head down. He's having a great weekend this weekend, running in that top 5 there. Now up to 4th place. He is taking it to the guys at the front.
John Penny's a good example of somebody who loves his racing, doesn't want to spend a fortune, doesn't need to be in a GT, could be if he wanted to, but just loves the rough and tumble of this.
Yeah, he just loves it, and he knows it just keeps him sharp as well as a driver. He's been successful as well in GT cars. He's been racing in Aston Martin GT3 recently, and this sort of racing certainly puts a smile on his face, and as I said, keeps him real sharp as well. Because we see some pretty enthusiastic young guys in the back here. Saxon
no question.
On the back of Will Morton, having a bit of a look up the inside there.
Yeah, had a good chat with Saxon over the weekend, and he's really enjoying this, and he just feels like every weekend he progresses, and that's what it's all about at his age. He's just a kid, and he's got the sponsorship behind him, so he's got pressure because he knows he's carrying those colours, and Deb Day and the rest of the family will be watching on, and but he's taking to it like a duck to water.
He's doing a great job. He's pretty new to it all, so he's done a lot of laps now to just try and get up to speed, and he's making the most of it. The racecraft is something that does take a little bit longer to get your head around, but especially after that first round.
Whoa, and the Mad Butcher's on the way. Look at that, Morton side by side now. Leach trying to defend. They're going to be across the line together. You get a good draft side by side. It's a bit like NASCAR.
Yeah, you do. It's got a bit of a side draft, as such as what they call, so it does help a little bit down the straights. And
whoa, that's not a draft, that's a turnaround. And sadly, Sheehan, Saxon, having talked him up, he's going to need a truck to move that. And here's another look. Andrew, as the driver, you tell me what happened here.
Yeah, so it just looks like on the way in, he's just been that little bit narrow on the dirty line. He's just had to add more steering lock in the middle of the corner there, and on the dirty stuff, and just spun around.
Tyres screeching underneath him. You can hear it as they dive into turn 1. The gap, 1.2 seconds, so Gilchrist has reacted well to the pressure from Osborne. Time running out with 2 to go.
And just following on from the tyre screeching, normally in racing, when you have a tyre like a dot-rated tyre like this, where you sort of get to the point where they start howling, that's where you know you can't get any more out of it. But the Nexon tyre seems to still respond and give you grip beyond that point. So that's why it's a tyre that it takes a little while to get your head around and understand. And the guys that have had the miles, obviously like Gilchrist and Alan and those kind of guys, they start understanding that tyre a bit more. But it hasn't been the same tyre for all 5 years of Gilchrist. And actually, believe it or not, the series started out on slick tyres.
Yeah.
When I did a few rounds of it back in the day, we were all on slick tyres, so completely different style of tyre now. And I think it actually creates better racing on this dot rated tyre and makes it a bit more fun.
Yeah, 10 years we're celebrating. Oh, I hope that's not a family argument. Look at this, the Mallard car looking a little bit worse for wear. You might need some insurance, don't you think? Oh, good, he's got one. Cream insurance on the side of the car. So, closing stages. Battles throughout. Gray and Rob still going at it. Behind Penny in fourth. There's your leader. Second and third. You can see the gap for yourself. You don't need to get a readout. Penny has done a good job. And Gray, likewise, holding on. Will Rob make an attempt in this last lap, I wonder?
Yeah, he just doesn't seem quite close enough there. Gray's doing a great job of just holding that position as John Penny is just slowly inching away bit by bit each lap, but he's still quite a gap up to Justin Allen in front of him.
I would have thought Justin Allen's probably frustrated by now because he can see the championship drifting away from him, and he had such high hopes at the beginning of the season. He's been on the podium plenty of times this year, but just not really cracked it for a weekend, has he?
Yeah, well, it's just, I think it'll be frustrating, both him and Clay Osborne. They're the other ones in the championship that they know that they've got a chance of winning it, but they'll just be getting frustrated with seeing that Gilchrist, every time he's out there, he's just got that little bit of extra pace.
So then, Gilchrist on his way to victory number 3. What a weekend. Talk about breaking the back of the championship.
Yeah, it's not often you get a clean sweep on a weekend like this. Pole winning all 3 races, especially with that reverse top 10 race. I don't think it would have happened many times at all, being able to do a clean sweep like this.
Here he comes then. He has not put a Nexon tyre wrong all weekend. And look at him bouncing on 3 wheels. He's so confident right now. Looking very good indeed.
That's just a good example of how bumpy it is through Double B there. The way the car was moving around, you can see the left front wheel coming off the ground there.
To the dipper for the last time. Lights on. And yeah, there's that screeching tyre as you mentioned. But he's in control. Try as he might, Osborne has to settle for second again. It's been a story of the year between these two. Justin Allen will have to settle for third. What a weekend then for the Nexon tyre number 10. Brock Gilchrist comes out of the sweeper, and it's going to be a golden sweep for Gilchrist. Checkered flag is out. The team are nonchalantly happy, but it'll do. He'll take it. Gilchrist wins. Osborne second, and once again, Justin Allen in third. A clean sweep then for Brock Gilchrist.
That is what you call a perfect weekend.
Yeah. Perfect conditions, perfect racing. Well done. Good weekend for Taylor Bryant too.
Yeah, first podium. You can see how much it meant to him on the podium of that last race there at the end. And there's Brock once again, number 1.
Let me give you the results. Brock Gilchrist, Clay Osborne and Justin Allen, your top 3. John Penny 4th, Ryland Gray of Australia in 5th. Hunter Robb 6th, Dion Pitt 7th, Taylor Bryant in 8th, and then Christina All-West holding on to 9th ahead of William Exton for the James Marshall Motorsport team.
Justin Allen, just like the championship, 3-2-1, third today. Happy with that result?
Yeah, extremely happy with that result. Clean car, clean race. Didn't quite have the pace, but God, all 3 of us sort of walked away with that one a little bit. So yeah, but still to catch Brock. But hey, look, we're not far off, so I'm pretty wrapped with that. So thanks to the team, all my sponsors, everyone here this weekend, Paris, the kids, mum, dad, everyone. Thank you very much.
2 rounds to go.
2 rounds to go. Let's get it.
Thanks, mate. Clay Osborne in P2. Where's Clay Osborne? Right behind me. Yeah, tap me on the shoulder, buddy. Well done. P2 in the championship as well.
Yeah, it was a bit of a rough morning this morning with struggling with car setup, but the boys worked hard, so massive shout out to them. We couldn't quite get there in the end, but we gave it our all as a team, so that's all we can ask for.
Feeling good with 2 rounds of the season to go?
Yeah, obviously I'm feeling good, but we just need to find that little bit more in the car and in me. So hopefully next round we can bring something to the table.
Well done, mate.
Thank you very much.
And a clean sweep this weekend in the Nexan Tyres GT86, of course. Way, look at that! And you come up with the number 1, and you are number 1 in the championship.
Yeah, I'm stoked. I didn't wake up this morning and think I'd clean sweep this whole round. So I'm over the moon, to be honest. The Nexan tyre was working well throughout the whole race, so I'm stoked.
Just quickly, Todd Bickerton, what difference has he made to you?
Well, both Ian and Todd, they both helped me out throughout the past couple of years, and it's helped me drive how I am now. So I can't thank them both enough.
Eyes forward, because those boys behind you, they are still coming.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers, thank you.
Time now for the official podium in the Toyota 86 Championship. Podium race 3, round 3 here at Hampton Downs. And they will be presented today by Andrew Davis, the General Manager of Motorsport and Lexus New Zealand. In 3rd place, please welcome Justin Allen. In 2nd place, Clay Osborne. And in 1st place, Brock Gilchrist.
So that puts Gilchrist clear by 65 points over Clay Osborne. Justin Allen is up to 3rd, but Dion Pitt dropping to 4th, while Ryland Gray takes the top rookie spot at the moment. Next up, we head to Taupo International Motorsport for round 4 of the Toyota 86 Championship.